Hey everyone, today I want to walk you through my exact thumbnail making workflow from start to finish so you can make eye-catching thumbnails incredibly fast. I'll show you the specific tools I rely on, the little tricks that make my face pop off the screen, and how I tie it all into an automated clip workflow. Ultimately, this process ensures you're not just making one-off thumbnails, but actually feeding a whole content machine for consistent growth. Let's dive right into the first major step, generating the background using artificial intelligence. The very first thing I do is whip up a unique background image using an AI image generator of my choice. For example, if my video topic is about advanced AI tools, I'll carefully prompt something like a futuristic robot sitting at a desk, typing on a laptop, cinematic lighting. The AI instantly delivers a clean, creative image that perfectly matches the intended topic in just a matter of seconds. The absolute beauty of this initial step is the sheer speed. You can iterate rapidly until you land on the exact vibe you want for your brand. Whether your brand requires a moodier feel or something bright and playful, the tool adapts to your specific aesthetic. Now, one crucial caveat to be aware of is that many AI image outputs default to a standard square format. That's totally fine because it's usually easier to nail the core concept and composition when working within that square constraint first. Since YouTube thumbnails require that classic wide landscape ratio, we absolutely must do a quick conversion next. If that initial AI image isn't quite hitting the mark, don't stress about perfection. Just tweak the prompt and generate a new one. Remember, thumbnails are primarily about immediate impact and stopping the scroll, not necessarily achieving photorealistic perfection. Moving on to step 2, taking that useful square concept and transforming it into a proper landscape size. Once I've snagged an AI-generated image that I'm happy with, I open up a program like Photoshop to create a new canvas. I always start with the standard landscape preset, which is usually the classic 16:9 thumbnail dimension that YouTube prefers. Next, you drag your square AI image directly into that wider canvas and position the main subject exactly where you want it. I personally lean towards placing the most important visual element on the left side to strategically leave clear real estate on the right for text and my face. If you have some empty white space remaining after scaling, I use the lasso or selection tool to define that area. Then, I leverage the amazing generative fill feature to realistically extend the scene based on a short descriptive prompt. You can prompt it to extend the background with the blurred tech office, and the software fills it in quite convincingly. Once the entire canvas looks exactly how you envisioned it, export the final file immediately as a PNG for quality. This expansion capability is precisely why many advanced creators still heavily rely on Photoshop for that fine level of control. However, I must admit that using Photoshop can feel like overkill and might slow you down if you are not already very comfortable navigating it. Which brings us neatly to step 3, securing a compelling face shot that actually converts clicks. The simple truth is that thumbnails featuring a human face almost always outperform those without one, which is why we focus here. For capturing my own image, I keep my setup incredibly simple, using just a basic ring light rig that holds my phone steady. This combination of gear provides very even, flattering front lighting, and the Bluetooth remote keeps the entire process completely hands-free. Crucially, I avoid any wild or overly cringy expressions. A genuine, confident smile often works perfectly for me. A simple, authentic expression like that feels way more relatable to the viewer and still captures the necessary attention. Take a few variations of your best poses, then quickly transfer them to your computer using AirDrop or any convenient file sharing method. Never underestimate the power of expression and good lighting, because they truly beat elaborate, awkward poses 90% of the time. Always aim to keep your face shot tight, brightly lit, and clearly expressive for maximum thumbnail benefit. Now we move into step 4, compositing and refining everything together inside a dedicated editor. You'll bring that clean PNG background and your freshly captured face photo into your preferred editing software to blend them seamlessly. I personally default to DaVinci Resolve because I've built up significant speed using its interface, but Photoshop works too. On the edit page, you simply stack the background layer on the very bottom track and place your isolated face layer on the track right above it. To perfectly line things up, I temporarily reduce the face layer's opacity to see exactly how it overlaps the background underneath. Once the placement is spot on, I then use the inspector panel to fine-tune the scale and general position of the face element. After placement, I switch over to the color tab and utilize the magic mask or any robust subject isolation tool available. The goal here is to create a clean alpha output so that everything around your body disappears, leaving just that crisp cutout. If you feel adventurous, you can add very subtle touch-ups like minor skin smoothing or a tiny bit of teeth whitening, but never overdo it. Here's one of my absolute favorite simple tricks that makes the subject immediately pop away from a busy background. In Resolve, the way I achieve this is by duplicating the clip and cranking the lift or levels until that duplicate becomes a pure white silhouette. Then you nudge one of those white duplicates just a tiny bit to the left and the other one slightly to the right. This technique crafts a beautiful, soft outline or glow behind your subject that dramatically boosts clickability without looking fake or amateurish. After finalizing the main composite, you add your essential text and graphics elements onto the top layer. Always prioritize high contrast text using short, punchy words that are readable the instant someone glances at the thumbnail. Make sure your fonts are bold and actively avoid trying to squeeze long, complicated sentences onto your small visual real estate. In essence, your finished thumbnail must answer 2 core questions in less than a split second. What is this about and why should I click it? Once that dual question is answered visually, you export the final version as a high-quality PNG, and the thumbnail process is officially complete. But wait just a second. The real challenge isn't making one great thumbnail, it's how this fits into making more videos and actually scaling your channel. That's where smart clip extraction and automated scheduling tools become absolutely essential for long-term success. You could manually chop up your long videos into shorts and schedule every single post. but frankly, that path leads directly to creator burnout. There are countless tools promising automation, but often they are either too affordable and clunky or overly polished yet rigidly expensive. For instance, generic online AI video makers might generate short videos from a script, but they often completely lack the context of your actual footage. And some of the big established editing suites are incredibly powerful, but they still demand a significant amount of manual input and precious time investment. This is exactly why I utilize a specialized AI clip tool that completely automates the most time-consuming heavy lifting for me. This kind of tool intelligently detects the absolute best moments in your long videos, creates ready-to-post shorts, and even manages the scheduling. Instead of spending frustrating hours extracting highlights and meticulously crafting individual captions, the AI surfaces the most viral parts. When you are evaluating an automation tool, there are 3 core functionalities I insist that it must genuinely possess. First, the auto-editing must genuinely find the most viral moments, not just make random, contextually meaningless cuts. You need an AI that intuitively understands pacing, comedic timing, and important visual cues within the original recording. Second, look for an auto-schedule function so that once you set your desired posting frequency, the tool cues and publishes without you constantly babysitting. Channel growth is directly tied to consistency, so this automation feature is absolutely critical to maintain momentum over time. The third must-have feature is a centralized content calendar where you can easily review, tweak, and rearrange any posts before they actually go live. Automation should be a helper that empowers you, not a rigid system that completely locks you into a predetermined structure. Now let's connect this clip automation directly back to our thumbnail strategy we just built. If that AI tool generates 10 short clips from one long video, it means you suddenly need 10 unique, tailored thumbnails. This is where the workflow I showed you scales beautifully. You generate a few background variations with AI in bulk. You take a batch of face photos, and then you rapidly assemble those composite combos using your established layering technique. The clip tool outputs the finished short videos, the content calendar dictates the post time, and you pair each with a custom thumbnail variant. Comparing the available options in the market, you always need to remain realistic about what each tool truly excels at. Some template-based video makers are very simple to use, but they frequently charge extra for bulk exports or advanced scheduling features. Desktop editors like Resolve or Premiere offer unparalleled creative control, but they are inherently much slower when you need sheer quantity of output. Then you have the pricey so-called all-in-one platforms that look fantastic but often fail to nail the crucial actual clip selection from your footage. Therefore, you must select your primary tool based on your immediate need: high volume consistency or absolute unique creative freedom. If consistent shorts with minimal manual intervention are your goal, that proper AI auto-edit and scheduling combo is incredibly hard to beat. However, if you crave total, unique, stylized creative control for every single edit, then those heavy-duty DSLR-grade suites still maintain their necessary place. So let's quickly wrap up this powerful pipeline for you one last time. It starts with AI image generation for your backgrounds, followed by Photoshop or an editor to correctly shape the aspect ratio. Then comes capturing naturally lit, expressive face shots, followed by precise compositing and masking within your editor of choice. Crucially, you pair that entire thumbnail creation process with an AI clip tool that auto-edits, schedules, and manages your content calendar. This combination creates a sustainable, full content engine, allowing you to produce more shorts and test more thumbnails without facing exhaustion. If you want to truly experience this workflow, I highly encourage you to try generating a few backgrounds right now using AI. Next, grab a quick, well-lit face shot on your phone and then upload a long video to any auto-edit tool to see the recommendations. You will genuinely be surprised by how many high-quality, usable short clips can emerge from a single one of your recent long-form sessions. Thank you so much for watching this detailed breakdown of my entire system for thumbnail creation and content scaling. If this process helped you see a path forward, I will drop all the relevant resources and links in the description below for you to test everything out. Go ahead and start building your own fast, scalable content engine today, and I will catch you all in the very next video.